Hey everyone, this is the Crew Dog. Today, I want to show you a little bit about the GE G100. It's a 14.4 megapixel digital camera. This one, again, it is a point and shoot camera. And as most of you know by watching my videos, point and shoot has come a long way from where they originally were. I'll show you about this one here, and I'm going to show you one of the original ones. Okay, it's a 14.4 megapixel digital camera. It's got full HD when you go into the video mode. I think it's 1080p. And that's the front of it. I'm going to, a little bit of the side here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to energize it. And there's the lens right there. Now, this lens, it really comes out really good. It gives you a really good telephoto. Let's look on the back here. Now, I hope this is coming through well. As you can see up on top, you got the 15.0. So it's a 15x optical. Now, we're going to use a little bit of the interpolation, and it's called digital. And watch those numbers increase. And you go right there. When you're all the way up, you have a 90 times zoom. It zooms in 90 times, so it's a 90x. And believe it or not, it's really clear. A lot of times when you get into the interpolations and you get into the digital zooms, they come in fuzzy and you really can't focus them and they aren't any good. This one, surprisingly, is really clear. This is the camera that I use for the majority of my YouTube videos, and it's my camera of choice when we go out different places. Let me bring that back down again. And put it back to the regular at 1.0. There we go. Alright. Now, notice, it's got 9999. I've got it's a 32 gigabyte card, SD card in this thing, and it holds a whole bunch of pictures. I've got it set for 5 megapixels. Now, to change the megapixels, that's the right there. Let me get out of that one there, and we're going to go into the menu, which is right here. And we take that down, and you can put this all the way up to 14 megapixels. But the reason why I keep it down on 5 is a lot of times, when I do take shoots, a lot of them, I send through email or whatever it might be, and it's just personal stuff a lot. So it doesn't take up a whole bunch of space. I leave it down low, so it loads up quick, and then the other person, when they receive it in their email, it doesn't take 3.5 days to download it. Okay, now up on top, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just put this back a little bit here. I won't go back too far, so I'll pick up this one here. And I hope that comes through. It's a little bit of a different color, but up on top is your selector wheel. I know how I can do this. So you get a really good shot of it still. There we go. Your selector wheel is up on top. That's how you make your selections. You move things around. Power on, power off. This is your shutter button. You push it down one click and you can feel kind of detent. That's for your focus. And then you push it the rest of the way down and it takes your shot. A lot of times when people take pictures with the camera, they say it's the worst camera I've ever had. The pictures come out blurry. It's terrible. That's not the camera, it's the operator. On any digital camera that's any good, first little click is a detent. Remember, on cameras and cell phones, the click is your friend. First little click, you can hear that click there. I hope. Okay. Now, right here, is your telephoto, the little ring. That's telephoto out, telephoto in. and back in again right there. Up on top here, you have, if you want to do like single shots, multiple shots, whatever it might be, and then this right here is to where you can change your settings for, I'll push that button and show you what it does. There you go. So you can change your, what they call the shutter speed. You can have it lighter, you can have it darker. This one here, the back one I showed you, okay, so you got single shot, continuous shot, continuous high speed VGA, that gives you like a slow motion, continuous shot fast, time lapse 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds it's going to shoot, and then it's going to wait 30 seconds, it'll shoot. Then you're back at the beginning again. When you get it set, push the OK button. Everything's set now. Okay. And the whole thing is on the menu button here again. Focusing. This is your anti-shake, anti-vibration, and this thing really works. Oh, it works great. Continuous auto-focusing, you can have it off, you can have it on. Now when you use it and you shut the camera off, turn it back on again, this resets to off, so you have to do it all over again. Okay. OIS is the same thing for anti-vibration mode. Let me put it back here to off. And the header, and then when you're all done you hit press enter, set to enter, and you're back at your menu again. You can see on the left side you got the P here. I'm gonna move the selector wheel. So P is for program, shutter priority, normal mode, auto mode, movie mode, scene, and you can select all different scenes through here too. Panoramic. So what you do, okay, is you just find what you want and you click it, and then it's going to come up and it's going to, you know, kind of guide you along, and when it tells you to stop, it'll light up. You click it again, and again you get 3 clicks, and it gives you a wide panoramic view when it prints and when it stitches it. It's really amazing how it works. A lot of cameras work that way. Doesn't take much to amuse me, you know. I leave mine in the program mode. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shut it off now. Let me put it, now your battery, it's a fairly simple battery to put in and take out if you have fingernails, which I don't have right now. Here we go. Your GE battery, it's almost the same as a Kodak battery. Your SD card, clicks in, clicks out right there. Okay, now you're saying to yourself, Crew Dog, where's the flash? I can't shoot indoors, I can only shoot outdoors? No, you can shoot indoors. Let me show you here. Up on top, there's a little button right there. And you just push that out. Lens pop and the flash pops up. See that? Let me do it again for you. Okay, and pop. So if you're indoors, or you're taking a close-up shot, whatever it might be, a macro, whatever it is, and you don't want that flash to flood you out, if you forget to set the flash off, if it's down, of course, it's not going to flash. And you have to do a manual pop-up, and there you go. Spring-loaded. Okay. Notice over here, the controls. Pretty self-explanatory. And I won't go into detail on those. All right, now this is the GE 14.4 megapixel camera. Now I want to show you the previous generation 14.4. There you go. This is the ES1410SW. It's a good camera. You have to kind of baby this thing when you're using it, because when you put it onto the anti-vibration or the anti-shake mode, it works, but it doesn't work as well as the other one does, as the G100. This one, up on top, it's a little bit confusing, but you've got your two selector keys. You got your power key on the outer, and you have on the inner. Then you have your movie on the outer, and you have, if you're not too sure of it, you hit the wrong one, you're saying, why won't it turn on? It's because you're pressing the wrong button. So we're going to press the inner button and power it up. Okay. Now that's that. Let's go ahead and see how far out this lens protrudes. It comes out pretty good too. But let's just look back here. Okay, now we're on the, see, that's got the 10x mode right now. So it's 10x optical zoom, and then you use your interpolation, and you use your digital zoom, and this one comes out to 60 zoom, 60. Now this one, okay, to do all your selections, same thing, you would hit your menu button right there, and you've got almost the same thing, see? Down through there, down through there. Now up on top here you got your mode. See, this one doesn't have that wheel up on top. So you got your manual, auto mode, movie mode, panoramic, scene, face beautifier, I need one of those, manual mode, back in the auto mode. I leave mine on manual. This one doesn't have the program, so I use the manual mode on this. But it's the same basic camera. Doesn't have as many bells and whistles. This is the previous generation. These are still being sold. Let's go around here so you can see it. And we'll turn it off now. So this is the newer generation. I really like this camera. Now, if you are a professional photographer, basically, if you don't have an SLR, single lens reflection or reflecting, I think it's what it is, SLR camera, you get laughed out of the paparazzi mode. This camera right here, okay, it takes just about as good of a picture, if not better, than one of those. And when I say that, okay, when you take a video, and you'll see a lot of times on the videos when you watch one, you don't have a full screen on the majority of them. You have like the large black outer margins, and you have it's a narrow to where you're able to see. And the reason why that is, okay, is that's the way that the cameras are set up. This one and the majority of your point and shoots, it gives you a full screen. And you can always have that full screen coming out there. So what you see through on your LCD, LCD, you see the same thing. You don't have where it's like here and here black. You don't have that. Okay. So that, my friends, is kind of a look at how it works. The GE point and shoot G100 14.4 megapixel digital camera. On the Crew Dog scale, this one gets a full 5 stars. This one I bought brand new. Got it off of eBay. And a SLR camera that you can get, or even a DSLR, digital, single lens refraction, reflecting. I forget what it even means. I never have owned one, so that's why I don't know. But those can cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. This one cost brand new $69. That includes postage, which is shipping free. I think it's a pretty good deal. And for the majority of people who have a camera at home, whatever, this is all you really need. And you can get that reach out and touch someone with the 90 power telephoto. Nice and clear. Macro, which means close-up, you can get to within, 3 to 5 millimeters. That's pretty close. So you've got the low scale and you got the high scale. This camera does it all. I was watching on YouTube and I've seen this camera on there, and they don't really go into detail. They show you the camera, they say ooh and ah, and they show you this, but they don't really get into how it works. That's why I like to do that, because when I watch YouTube, when I'm getting ready to buy something, I want to know how it works. So that's why I do these videos. So you can get a really good review of the camera, and you can for yourself figure out, is this what I want or is this what I not want? So if you have any questions, just drop me a line. I always answer all of my email questions. I think everybody knows that. And I'm more than happy. If you have any questions about one particular item on this camera or my other cameras, and I got a whole bunch of them. It's a couple, the blue and the red one back there those are Samsungs. That's a SL600. It's an SL605. And then, of course, the GE ES1410SW, or the E1410SW. So if there's anything that I can do, answer, whatever else, don't be shy. And thank you very much for watching this. I appreciate it. This is the Crew Dog. Ow!